Okay, so I've seen a lot of posts in the past like 2 days about social media and how the lens is going to shift away from like content creation and more to curation, in the sense of like these videos are saying, too many people are making content, so we're just so overloaded. And so the next wave is going to be people curating what is good and presenting that to you. So it's less about going viral and more about being picked. And here are my thoughts on this. And it's interesting to hear this in this context because I'm also hearing this right after hearing a video where Maya Hawke was talking about how when she was cast in a film and she wanted to delete her Instagram, they were like, well, we actually have a quota that the studio needs us to fill of like how many Instagram total followers. So if you delete your Instagram, then we have to then cast people who like have a higher follower count. So here's what that's telling you is Hollywood is not casting people based on talent anymore. They're casting them based on fucking social media, which is just so fucking sad. That is just truly, truly sad, but also tracks. Explains some shit. So my opinion on all of this is, of course, Hollywood, you would love for the internet and social media to go back to the days of curation, to go back. And I think that that's definitely behind this push of like, because I've come across so many videos and it's literally in the past 24 hours all about how it's going to be all about curators. It's not about going viral. It's not about content creators. It's the curators. It's the people choosing now. And so this goes back to the thing that's great about social media is that you no longer have this level of control. Like in the past, the only people who were becoming celebrities and becoming famous were being fucking picked by Hollywood or by the music industry. And so they lost a little bit of the plot control in the sense of like social media. You have these wild cards of these people who can pop the fuck off and then, in theory, have more power than some of these celebrities who, you know, don't aren't active on social media and whose stars are starting to fade because everybody is spending their fucking time on social media. Let's be honest. When's the last time that you really sat and watched a show just watching that show without scrolling in addition? I would say most people are not doing that. And that's why the lens is shifting and Hollywood's losing their fucking mind. And I think this curation thing is just a desperate plea to try to take back some of that control, to take it back from the people and make it so that they can actually put their little stars in. They can make sure their little nepo babies get picked instead of you know, the average person who's actually making some traction on these apps and making a way for themselves. So I don't know. I'm rejecting this whole like curation. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a desperate attempt for the industry to try to take back some control in a game that they've lost it. They've lost control. People don't have that much interest in going to movie theaters anymore. They don't. People, are more discerning. We're so overloaded with the availability of TV shows and content that like unless you're a fucking White Lotus, I'm not wasting my time watching it. And that's true. And I think a lot of people. And so the curation thing, all that says to me, Hollywood's desperate attempt to control who becomes famous again. And to that, I say, fuck that noise. Let it be an open marketplace.